calling all 50s babies. Buckle up as we take a trip down memory lane, exploring the everlasting charm and elegance of cars from your birth year. Get ready for an exciting dive into the fascinating pages of automotive history. 1950, the Volkswagen Beetle. Technically the first Beetles arrived in the US in 1949, but just 2 were sold. Just over 150 of the economical and jovial micro-machines moved off dealership lots the next year. Around 23 million of them have been sold globally, which makes the Beetle one of the best-selling cars in history. And from this humble and simply engineered bug, VW grew to become one of the largest automotive companies in the world. 1951, the Hudson Hornet. The Hudson Hornet was a race car in disguise. This low-slung sedan, thanks to the step-down frame, handled better than most cars of the day. And the twin-H straight six was powerful, torquey, and could be modified to produce even more power in the hands of race mechanics like Smokey Yunick. It was a legendary NASCAR winning machine and piled up 80 wins between 1951 and 1955. 1952, the Bentley Type R Continental. While the US auto industry was reeling from a steel strike, the Brits launched one of the prettiest coupes of 1950s, the stylish Type R Continental, and it was fast, too. The big Bentley could top out at 115 miles per hour, a speed few cars could reach at the time. Occupants were treated to plush surroundings as they motored along at triple-digit speeds. Only 208 of these cars were produced until production ended in 1955. 1953, the Chevrolet Corvette. The birth of a legend. The Corvette was a stunner the moment it hit the road in 1953. It was America's first sports car and would remain unchallenged for many years. The Corvette engineers of course wanted V8 power for the Vette but had to settle for the Blue Flame 6 until 1955. Every 53 Vette was a soft-top convertible with a fiberglass body and detachable side windows. Only 300 of these first-year Corvettes were built and every one of them was painted polo white. 1954, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. The 300 SL is a sports car icon and was pretty wild for the 1950s. Those swing-up gullwing doors dropped jaws then as they do today. Under the hood was a fuel-injected 6-cylinder with a stout 240 horsepower. Thanks to the lightweight space frame construction, the gullwing was quick too. The 4-wheel independent suspension meant it handled very well. Racing versions dominated nearly all the road races of the day. Mercedes-Benz produced just 167 of these famous cars in this very first year of production, and today they are typically worth over $1 million. 1955, the Citroen DS. The futuristic-looking Citroen DS was more like a UFO than a conventional sedan. The French four-door used tech that was very uncommon for the day, and Citroen proclaimed it was the most advanced car in the world. The front drive machine had a hydro-pneumatic suspension that provided one of the smoothest rides of any car in the day. And the advanced twin-clutch semi-automatic transmission sounds like a feature that would be home on any car today. In fact, the DS was so forward-looking, production continued until 1975. 1956, the Continental Mark II. Ford's Continental luxury brand created a true design masterpiece when it launched the Mark II personal luxury coupe. It was also hideously expensive, costing over $10,000 at the time, if you opted for air conditioning. The 285 horsepower V8 powered coupe weighed nearly 5,000 pounds, so it wasn't exactly quick. But it was luxurious and assembled with the care and craftsmanship on par with the best in the world at that time. Less than 3,000 of them were built before production ended in 1957. 1957, the Chevrolet Bel Air. The 57 Chevy is one of the world's most recognizable classic cars and an icon of the 1950s. It was the final year of the Tri-5 Chevys and to many, the most attractive. The classic fins reached their largest on this model, and the Bel Air trim, especially convertible models, were the swankiest. The top engine was a fuel-injected V8 with 283 horsepower, making the 57 qualify as a muscle car before the term existed. The rarest A57 Nomad wagon. less than 7,000 were built. 1958, the Ford Edsel. To fill the white space in the company's branding between Ford and Mercury, Ford created the Edsel, named after Henry Ford's son. Edsel was a funky name for a car, to be sure, and it didn't resonate with 50s folks. Neither did the car's odd styling, most notably, that oval grille. The Edsel models did have interesting tech, like a rolling dome speedo and a push-button transmission. Only 116,000 of them were built by 1960, which was not enough to break even on the investment. Today, Edsels have become collectible, with top models valued at $30,000. 1959, the 1959 Cadillac. An automotive icon, the '59 Cadillac boasts distinctive styling with its iconic tail fins and lavish chrome details. Its sleek, elongated body showcases a bold front grille, dual headlights, and sleek lines. The spacious interior is adorned with luxurious materials, embodying the opulence of the era. Powered by a 390 cubic inch V8 engine, it delivered impressive performance. The tail fins, a defining feature, reached new heights of extravagance, symbolizing the era's exuberance. Thanks for joining us as we rediscover the vintage charm and elegance of the cars from the 1950s that were rolling off the assembly lines during your birth year. If you enjoyed this ride through automotive history, hit that like button, subscribe for more classic car content, and join us next time for another adventure on wheels.